Without further ado, let us begin. I'd like to now invite Mtuli Foundation to the stage.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to our showcase. Our team is super excited to be able to share our project with the community and our project partner. So this semester, we worked with the Mtuli Foundation on sustainable cooking fire alternatives. So this is our team. I'm Riley. I'm a junior at ASU studying sustainability with a certificate in sustainable food systems.
Hi, I'm Melina Baker. I'm a sophomore here at ASU studying ecosystem sustainability with a minor in biomimicry.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tara Lathalhead, and I am also studying sustainability, and I'm minoring in French.
Hi, my name is Emily Stabilito, and I'm studying business sustainability with minors in civic, economic thought and leadership and design studies.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lindsay Brand, and I'm a graduate student at ASU studying sustainability leadership.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bryn Fiorita. I'm graduating with my Master of Sustainability Leadership in a few weeks.
And then we also have our Solutioneer mentor, Joshua, and he's the Senior Strategic Planning Analyst at SRP. So the Mtuli Foundation is a nonprofit organization that was founded in 2019, and they operate in the Karanga district of Malawi. So you can see up here that's in the northern part of the country. And what they do is they aim to promote skills and capacity building in rural Malawi through community engagement in their various projects, which usually are centered around sustainable development. And GreenLight has had a hand in a lot of these projects as we have worked with Mtuli and the executive director, Robert, for 3 semesters now. So just as an overview, these are the past projects that Mtuli and GreenLight have collaborated on. In the spring of 2021, our team helped Mtuli with outreach. So we connected them with various organizations that could assist them with their projects and funding. And we conducted research on sustainable agriculture and irrigation. And then in the fall, we took that research and created animated videos to help communicate that research and make it more engaging for the community and the youth. Which brings us to our challenge this semester.
The World Health Organization estimates 4.3 million premature deaths that are caused by household air pollution worldwide annually. And the majority of sub-Saharan Africa relies on solid fuels, mainly wood and charcoal, for primary cooking needs, but this method of cooking is inefficient and unsafe. It accelerates land degradation and causes serious health problems in the region. In Malawi alone, deforestation is estimated to be responsible for the loss of 33,000 hectares per year. Traditional cooking fires pose severe health risks through the inhalation of smoke and toxic particulates, and to the surrounding environment through the frequent and unsustainable harvest of large trees. Solid fuel cooking also has adverse impacts on the economy, such as avoidable spending on fuels, time losses due to firewood collection, increased costs of health problems, and environmental costs of deforestation. So our challenge was to find a cooking fire alternative that reduces these negative impacts and increases the community's resilience to climate change.
With our challenge in mind, the vision for the Mtuli Foundation is to garner a deeper understanding of cooking fire alternatives and the implementation of suggested options within target communities, improving health and well-being for people, as well as lowering the environmental impact of deforestation and emissions. Therefore, the Mtuli project team's mission is to provide 3 cooking fire alternatives that offer solutions to the challenges that accompany cooking with wood-fired stoves.
So the SDGs that we chose, 7, affordable and clean energy, and 15, life on land, align with our objectives as they were to conduct research on cooking fire alternatives to improve the health and environment of the Karanga community and to put that information in a shareable format. So by completing our objectives, we can ensure that our community partner will have access to an eco-friendly cooking option that will both improve the health of its people and protect the environment.
And now to talk about what those objectives were. Our first objective, of course, was to conduct some research and to find these cooking fire alternatives that was so important to our project. We tried to find 5 as a minimum, and with the help of our project partner, Robert, we narrowed it down to 3, which leads us to our next objective, which was to create a shareable guide. This guide was to make a comprehensive summary of everything and all our research to present to our project partners so that they can choose a cooking fire alternative that would fit the climate and the geography of Malawi and add to the value of the Malawian people that live there.
So as Tala said, we came up with 3 different alternatives for the cooking fires in Malawi. The first one is solar powered stoves. The second is biogas, and the third is wood. So as you can imagine, with any sustainable development decision, each of these options comes with their own trade-offs. So in light of this, our team decided to make different guides, which was our second objective, so that the Malawians and the Mtuli Foundation could choose the best one for their community.
So the first guide that we have up here is the solar stove guide. So we based a lot of our research on Cashion LLC, who have this pressure cooker that fit a lot of what we were looking for. The pressure cooker uses DDS technology. So DDS stands for direct use DC electricity. And this uses solar electricity from the solar panels with very little like outside needed like batteries or anything. So that's how DDS technology works.
The solar stove also has a multitude of different features. It can be used as a pressure cooker with the lid closed, as well as an open stove with the lid open. The open stove can be used to fry vegetables at about 140 to 180 degrees Celsius. It also has safety functions that include a cooled handle for opening and closing, as well as a safety lid lock during that pressure cooking stage.
So the EWANT 5L, which is the pressure cooker that we focused on, has been tested in Malawi, and it is able to make rice, meat, basically anything that Melina said with the features. So if you have the lid on, it cooks different things than if it's off. And what's really cool is that they tested it with the Malawian people, and they were able to make their traditional cornmeal. It's called nsima. And so that just shows that this pressure cooker adds to the value of their lives because it keeps their culture and traditional meals, so they're able to use it for something that really applies to them.
So obviously one of the biggest pros of this pressure cooker is its ability to work as both a pressure cooker and an open stove. And as Hala was saying, the pressure cooker can be used to make nsima, which is a really important cultural dish for the Malawian people. And it requires a closed boiling stage as well as an open stove stage to cook it. And this stove can provide both of those options for them.
So while there is a solar panel on the pressure cooker, during the summers, Malawi typically experiences rainy summers, or sometimes it's just cloudy. So that presented a problem for this pressure cooker. However, a solution that Cashion LLC came up with was using LTO batteries, which stands for lithium titanate. And what these batteries do is that they charge while they're inside the pressure cooker, and they use any energy that the solar panel is not utilizing to do this. So that way, when it is rainy or when it is cloudy, or you just want to use your pressure cooker inside, the pressure cooker is able to do that with these batteries. Oh, my bad. So it also reduces negative health effects. So like Lindsay was saying in the start, all these problems that Malawians face by collecting firewood, the inhalation of smoke, this presents something that's super easy for them to use, and also adds to the value of some of the women that live in Malawi that are tasked with collecting this firewood, and it gives them some time to explore other things that they're interested in, maybe continue a higher education or a job or whatever it is that they really want to do. It's totally up to them because now that time is theirs, rather than they don't have to spend that time collecting the firewood anymore.
So obviously one of the big cons is the price of the Ewant 5L stove. It is $200 per unit, which is a lot on the pricier side compared to some of the other options we were looking at. But most of that $200 does go towards solar panels, which in turn last about 20 years each and make a really great long-term investment. However, the LTO batteries, to install them into the pressure cooker, do bring the cost up by about 40 to 50%. And again, as Tala was explaining, they are very vulnerable to changes in weather, but we do have a solution to that problem with the LTO batteries that reduce your reliance on that solar power.
And then the next guide we worked on was a guide on biogas stoves. And this guide just goes through some general information on biogas, how it works, why it would be a good alternative to use, and some of the components that would go into one of these systems. And then it goes through some tips for biodigesters and stoves, as well as a specific company that Mtuli could contact if they wanted to purchase one of these stoves, and then some costs and benefits associated with biogas.
So for our biogas solution, we were able to find one company that we really liked. It's called Flexi Biogas Solutions, and we really enjoyed their website because it showed us 3 particular different ways that the Malawians would be able to create new fuels. So the first one is called the biosand system, which uses human waste to create energy. The second one is the T-Rex system, which is designed for larger communities such as colleges or universities, such as ASU. And that one uses organic materials such as manure and food scraps. So that one's also a good option. But our favorite one so far is the Flexi solution, which is a system that uses the same organic materials as the T-Rex, except it's a little bit smaller and it has a 3-hour takedown and setup time. So it's going to be super easy and quick for them to use and to move around if need be within the community. So something to note is that these are highly efficient systems. And while there is a high upfront cost of transportation, since these systems are not built or manufactured really anywhere near Malawi or Karanga, they're really a good investment though, because they're highly efficient and they double as a waste management system.
Our third and final option is a wood stove with improved efficiency, the TLC rocket stove. This guide details the overview and benefits, gives insights into the company Sequest Capital, a social impact project developer with established projects in the region, and what they have to offer in terms of installation, training, and maintenance. We also highlight costs and additional upgrades. The TLC rocket stove is an ICS, or in other words, improved cook stove, made of locally produced bricks and mortar and high quality metal parts that last a minimum of 7 years. The configuration of the stainless steel stick shelf permits for airflow beneath the wood in the combustion chamber, which allows for more efficient combustion, and the adjustable corrugated steel pot skirt improves transfer of heat from fire to pot, allowing for energy efficiency and reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. The stove is fueled with small, fast-growing agroforestry trees that are grown on farms, along with crop residues. While the obvious con is that this option does utilize wood and is not as technologically advanced as other options, it is important to note that the rocket stove reduces fuel wood consumption with a thermal efficiency of 34.5%, a 2 to 3 ton reduction of unsustainably harvested firewood annually, and a 3 to 4 ton reduction of CO2 emissions annually. I'll now pass it on to Lindsay to address logistics.
So CQC provides installation, training, and annual checks to ensure proper stove maintenance. And this program is fully funded by Energy Africa, and as a result is completely free. CQC offers an attractive partnership opportunity as well due to their additional options that they have. They have a solar add-on option for $50, which includes a solar kit, so people in the community can charge their phone, and it also comes with a 10,000 amp string light. Other future considerations include add-ons for a roof solar system, a solar water pump that replaces hand pumps, as well as an irrigation system, making this partnership a valuable long-term investment. Next, Melina will talk about ways that you can support the campaign, which will support the option that the community partner decides to move forward with.
All right, so in the top right corner up there, you guys will see a QR code, which you can scan to find our direct donation site. So everything that you guys will donate will go towards training and towards implementing whichever stove they do choose. You'll also be able to read a little bit more about Mtuli and what they're doing with the project. I know it would mean a lot to them if you guys took the time to donate as well as to us. And I think we've already reached about 47% of our targeted goal, which is incredible. So every little dollar counts. Yeah, we'd really appreciate if you guys would scan that code up there and take a look at it.
Okay. Yeah, so thank you so much again for coming. After working with such an amazing project partner, I know our team has learned a lot about sustainability on a global scale, and we've seen how important these partnerships can be and just how much you can impact even small communities and their sustainability goals. So if you're interested in the campaign, or if you're able to donate, we left the QR code up there. And then we have Mtuli's contact information if you want to reach out directly, as well as our names if anyone wants to connect on LinkedIn. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them now, or you can always ask after the showcase.
All right, Mtuli, which alternative, in your opinion, is the best option according to your cost benefit analysis?
I think depending on when Mtuli is wanting to get these stoves, I think considering that the wood stoves are free and installation and training is included, that might be the best option for them. But if they end up doing pretty well with their campaign, the solar is still not as expensive as the biogas, and has some really good benefits that go along with it.
And which of these options do you believe could be scaled the quickest?
I would say the wood stove would obviously be scaled the quickest due to the fact that you have to import and set up the solar stoves as well as the biogas, and it takes a lot more time to train people how to use them correctly. So I would say definitely the wood stoves would be a faster implementation.